On the line, shooters set. Hold up. All right. All right, let's try that again. Here we go. All right, shooters. Shooters on the line. Shooter set. Across the board. Oh, I did. Let's see how sometimes I don't. All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. I think on 1 and 2, we got a 697. I was trying 3 beat up by 5. 4. Not to 1. All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing on 1 through 5, and you got a 1043 on 6. All right, shooters, here come your commands. On the line. Shooters set. We get down to lane 6 at 971. All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Got a 460 on
Wait,
one. Third over here. Nothing on 742 on 3. Nothing.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see it.
So the scores are 1 to 0, 1 to 1, and not.
Come on, Cranes.
All right, shooters, here come your
Let me out of my misery.
Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing on 1. 472 on 2. 708 on 3. And nothing the rest of the 3. Scores are 1 to 1. 1 and 2. 3 and 4 it's 2 to 1. And on 5 and 6 it's 5 to 2. And judges down line press. All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
Thank you.
I think until we get down the lane.
Birthday girl. Go ahead and have a seat on it. I'll do your roll.
Okay, 3, 5, and 6. Get the score. Sorry, the score on 1 to 2 is 1 to 1. And on 3 and 4 it's
Knockout.
okay. 5 and 6. Line is ready. All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing on 1 and 2. We got a 7:49 on 3 for shots and win. Gypsy Girl. Coming on shot number 8, folks. Pardon? Yeah, you're right. Sorry, our bad. All right, shooters, here come your commanders. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Swing and a miss. Score is still 1 to 1. Shot 10 coming up. All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Swing and a miss. So that's shot 10. What happens now? Okay, so it's 1 to 1. One to 1. Okay, line is ready. Next win, light wins. All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Swing and miss. Shot quality. All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Swing and miss. Last shot coming up, folks. Shot 13. All right, shooters, start to the final side. Here we go. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Got a winner. 446 on 1. Sour Man Kid. Good. 1 and 6. All right. All right, our next hand judges on line 1. Glasses. Deadeye Rosie on 1. Joey Steele on 2. Blazing Bob on 3. Honey Berger on 4. Luther Rose is on 5. And Lone Horse is on 6. Again, the hand judges up on deck are Deadeye Rosie on 1. Joey Steele on 2. Blazing Bob on 3. Hummingbird on 4. Ruger Rose on 5. And Lone Horse on 6.
Yes. It is. I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's right. I play with me too. I move my foot this way or that way. Try to.
All right, gunfighters. Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. And we got nothing on one, 8-11 on 2, 4-7-1 on 3, nothing 4. Nothing on 5, 7-10 on 6. And here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing 1, 804 on 2, nothing 3, 4, 5. Got a 7-20 on 6. So early scores, not 2, 1, not 2. Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Three, 74 on 1. Nothing 3, nothing 4. Got 4 on 1 on 5. So we're now 1, 2, 1 not. Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. 404 on 1. Ties them up. 2, 2, 7. Got a 459 on 3. Nothing on 4, nothing on 5. 7, 7. Got the man. Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing on 1. 762 on 2. Scott win for the Chuck Wagon. They got a 444 on 3. Nothing on 4. Scott win. He's here. That was the break. All right. On the line, we got Joey Steele, Blakes Bob, Kruger Rhodes, and judges. I need S Lady on 1, Diamondback on 2, Hooky Bear on 3, which means we're going to need a range master. Mason Dixon on 4, Outlaw Ike on 5, and Blue Hawk here on 6. That's hand judges. S Lady 1, Diamondback 2, Hooky Bear 3, Mason Dixon 4, Outlaw Ike on 5, and Blue Hawk on 6. Oh, the night party has been good. All right, gunfighter, chicken and command. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. We got 10:47 down.
I think it went to the
Break
right.
it on 2. Nothing on 3. 4. 21 on 4. Nothing 5. All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Six. So, scores are 2-0. Look at the gun. Everybody stand easy. All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. All right, we got 95 on 1. Nothing on 2. Got and win to Den Rosie. 6:45 on 3, but not quite fast enough for that 4. 22 on 4. Nothing on 5 and 6. All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. 7:21 on 3, nothing on 4. Nothing 5, 8:50 on 6. Good scores. 1-2.
Ya para que eso da como decir.
Here we go.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. 6:95 on 3, but not quite fast enough for that 4. 36 on 4. Got wins. Greenberg. Got nothing on 5, and the next 75 on 6. So they're now 1-2.
All right, 3 and 4 freeze. 5 and 6. Here we go.
All right, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. $7.92 on 5. He's got 884 on the 6. Tied 2-2. Sunday.
All right, Sanders, here we go. I'm ready.
All right, gunfighters, here are the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Five, 6.
I'm going to
All right, hands off guns. 1 and 6. I'm ready to go.
All right, let me 4 keeper up here if I could, ladies. I need Alberta Kid on 1, S-Man
I
2,
know.
Little Money 3, Cherokee Bill 4, Little Smoky 5, and 1 volunteer hand judge. This is my hand judges. I need Alberta Kid on 1, S-Man 2, Little Money 3, Cherokee Bill 4, Little Smoky 5, 1 volunteer.
I think I do. Yes.
I saw.
Right. I got it.
All right, I got shooters. I got hand judges. Load and make ready.
Load make ready has been given.
All right, shooters. Here we go. Load ready.
All right, gunfighter, check in the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. All right, no hit on 1, 998 on 2, nothing 3, nothing 4, 6, 36 on 5, 60 on 6.
That's what I said. Oh, it's right there. Okay, I'll put that to break down. Yeah, that's
All
right.
right, hand judges are down. Here we go. Load ready.
All right, gunfighter, check in the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Got a 712 on 1, basically 981 on 2, nothing 3, 542 on 4, 966, 966, 44 on 5, 10, 25 on 6. So we're 1 to 1, not the 1, and 2 to top.
All right, shooters. Here we go. Load ready.
All right, gunfighter, here come the commands. Shooters on line. Shooters set. That's a 1, a 10, 10 on 2. 6, 33 on 3, barely beat out by that 538 on 4. That's a 5, a 1001 on 6. So 1 to 2, not to 2, and 2 to 1.
All right, shooters. Here we go. Load ready.
Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. 663 on 1, nothing on 2. 3, nothing 4. 680 on 5, 9.6 on 6. Got wind there. Out, all right. All right, gunfighter, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on one, a 997 on two. Got to win. Diamondback. 572 on three. Needs to no hit on four. They're now 1-2. Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on three, 535 on four. Shot wins the Mason Dixon. All right, if you just shot, you can turn around and hand judge. You have a 5 round on 3, 4, and 5. Those on 3, 4, and 5 load for a buy round. I should have Alberta Kid on 1, S-Man on 2. Little Money on 3, Cherokee Bill on 4, Little Smoky on 5. Volunteer hand judges. I need one more volunteer. One more volunteer hand judge. Right here on 3, please. Load pick ready has been given. Remember, those on 3, 4, and 5, you are in a buy round. All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And that was a prep shot. Let's try this one more time. All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Got a 690 on 1. Beat out by a 535 on 2. Buy round, they're going to take one more shot again. Nobody wants to win buy round for some reason. All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. .655 on 1. It's the only one we're going to talk about. I guess the buy round likes each other so much, they're just going to hang out together up there. Yeah, we'll go 10. If nobody wins, we'll just give them all the mix. All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. All right. Got 912 on 1. He's beat out by the 572 on 2. Nothing 3 and 4. And 1916, they're down here on lane 5. Got to win the Little Smoky. Little Smoky wins the buy round. All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. 687 on 1, but not fast enough for that 567 on 2. Got wins to the S-Man. got a 651 on 3, nothing on 4. Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. 642 on 3, nothing on 4. 2 to 9. Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Got it. Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nada. This is shot number 5 for y'all coming up. Shot 5. Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing on 3, a 1059 on 4. 2 to 1. Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. $683 on 3, nothing on 4. Shot wins, a little money. And that concludes round 3. Round 4. Gonna need an announcer over here. All right, everybody, round 4. I need easy money on 1, so that means I need an announcer. Johnny Creekside on 2. Kid Bacon on 3. Alberta Kid on 4. Dead on Daisy 5. And That's Lady on 6. That's easy money 1. Johnny Creekside 2. Kid Bacon 3. Alberta Kid 4. Dead on Daisy 5. That's Lady 6. And judges, I need Smoky Bear 1. Blue Hawk 2. Smokeback Kid 3, Cherokee Bill 4. Joey Steele 5, and River Road 6. That's hand judges. Smoky Bear 1, Blue Hawk 2. Smokeback Kid 3, Cherokee Bill 4, Joey Steele 5, and River Road 6.
Yeah, just tell me what I'm missing because I'm missing a lot. Don't ever miss that much when I shoot against you. Yeah, that's okay. Hey, I'm right in the sun.
Yeah, shooters, they got hand judges. Hold, make ready.
Let's see if you can hit the target.
Make ready command has been given.
Good turn.
All righty, gunfighters, here come the command. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. We got a 399 on 1, no answer on 2, nothing on 3, and a 661 on 4, 5 and 6. Still practice. All righty, gunfighters, here comes the command. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. We got a 403 on 1 with no answer on 2, nothing on 3, and a 696 on 4. Nothing on 5 and a 657 on 6. Scored the 2 to not to 2, and not to 1. All righty, here comes your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. The one we're going to talk about is lane 6 with a 647.
See one of your fives now. Come on. Only the beginning though.
All righty, here comes your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing but net. All righty, here comes your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on 1, 398 on 2. We got a 396 on 3, just edging out that 651 on 4. Nothing on 5 and 6. Our scores are now 2 to 1, 1 to 2, not to 2. All right, again, fighters, take some commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. We got a 394 on 1 with no answer on 2. That shot to win the easy money. We got nothing on 3 and a 664 on 4. That shot went to Alberta Kid. We got nothing on 5 and a 676 on 6. That shot win to S Lady. All right, hand judges coming to the line. Need Blazing Bob on 1, Crazy K on 2. That means we're going to need a range master. Need Chuck Wagon on 3, S-Man on 4, Gypsy Girl 5, and Little Money on 6. I'm going to need a scorekeeper. Once again, Blazing Bob 1, Crazy K 2, Chuck Wagon 3, S-Man 4, Gypsy Girl 5, and Little Money on 6. Still need the range master. Yeah, that short sucker from out west there's got the range. The vertically challenged. Those make ready, been given.
Here we go.
All right, here comes the command. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Only one we're going to talk about that 978 on 4.
I think I crossed.
All right, then fires. Here comes the command. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Talk about this time 912 on 2.
Okay. Straight. This guy wants to do it again, right?
All right, again, fires. Here comes the command. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Talk about running 3 with 1024.
Okay.
Looks like Kid must have been taking a nap. All right, again, fighters, it's in the command. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Got a 631 on 1, the no answer on 2, nothing on 3 or 4, nothing on 5, and a 784 on 6. Scores a 1-1, 1-1, and not to 1. All right, here comes your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. 7:30 on one, beating out the 8:35 on two. We got a 4:43 beating out that 12:02 on four. We got a 8:13 on five with no answer on six. Our scores are now 2-1, 2-1, and 1-1.
Play that later.
All right, gunfire. Here comes your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. We got nothing on one with an 8:55 on two. We got a 4:40 on three with no answer on four. They shot the wind of the smoke wagon kid. We got nothing on five and a 7:83 on six. All right, and our scores out 2-2, sudden death down there on 1, 2, 3, and 4 are done, and it's 1-2 on 5 and 6.
All right, 3 and 4, 3. 1, 2, 5, and 6. You line three.
All righty, gunfighters are going to commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. We got a 774 on one with no answer on two. That shot and wind is spoken there. We got nothing on five and a 773 on six. That's shot and wind to the road.
All right, hands off now. 1 and 6, down right.
Sorry.
Hand judges coming to the line. I'm going to need Lone Horse on one, Deadeye Rosie on two, Hummingbird on three, Fire Stick on four, Sour Match Kid 5, and Diamondback on 6. Once again, Lone Horse on one, Deadeye Rosie on two, Hummingbird on three, Fire Stick on four, Sour Match Kid on 5, and Diamondback on 6. We're going to need an announcer.
Hands judge on 5. All right, I have shooters. I have hand judges. Loading my grip. All right, here we go. Line of three.
All right, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. And another one we're going to talk about is lane 3 with 754.
You know, I got some skin got caught.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing 1 and 2. 756 on 3. They're not fast enough for that 536 on 4. Got a 761 on 5 on 6.
All right, here we go. All right.
And here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing on 1. 368 on 2. That's 3. 4. 716 on 5. Nothing on 6.
All right, here we go. All right.
Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Got nothing 1, 2. 768 on 3. Nothing on 4. 740 on 5. Not quite fast enough. That's 733 on 6. So we're not the 1, 2 to 1, and 2 to 1.
All right, here we go. All right.
Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Got nothing on 1. 373 on 2. 785 on 3. They beat out by that 562 on 4. 735 on 5 with a 665 on 6. Takes that big. So we're not the 2. 2 to 2 sudden death on 3 and 4. And 2 to 2 sudden death on 5 and 6.
All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Here we go. Line.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. $842 on 1. Gets no hit on 2. 774 on 3. Gets no hit on 4. Got 1. Duck back. 726 on 5. Nothing on 6. Got wins and Gypsy Girl. So they're 1 to 2 down there on 1 and 2.
All right, 1, 2, 5, and 6.
5 and 6 is done. Just for 1 and 2. 5 and 6 is done.
Lines for you. Line for
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
yeah.
570 on 1. Nothing on 2. They're now tied. 2 to 2. Sudden death.
Feel the heat. 5, 10. Late ball.
Yeah, we've had some good gunfights. All 3 groups with the sudden death.
All right, everybody. Here we go. Line for you.
Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nada.
All right, everybody. Here we go. Line for you.
Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. $603 on 1, nothing on 2. Shot and wind, a blazing by. Feel the heat. Really, feel the heat. It's hot out here.
All right, hands off. Done. Down range. 1 and 6. Watch that family.
I know, right? Walking that way we down, son.
All right, my next set of hand judges. Mason Dixon on 1, Outlaw Ike on 2, Little Smoky on 3. Crazy Mayo on 4. I'm gonna need a scorekeeper over here. JD Derringer on 5. Damn, JD, they're throwing out the both dealers' death on you. And I need one volunteer hand judge for 6, please. Hand judges, I should have Mason Dixon on 1, Outlaw like 2, Little Smoky 3, Crazy Mayo on 4, JD Derringer, you're on 5.
I got
Yeah, this computer is sometimes.
All right, choose. I have hand judges. Load and make ready. Do it.
you. All right, you ready? All set.
4-8, 7-4-10. All right, gunfighters, here we go. Line here.
All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. We got nothing on 1, a 10-15 on 2. Nothing 3, a 687 on 4. 5, 34 on 6. Even numbers have it.
No, you forgot your routine.
Don't forget, you're not doing that anymore.
All right, 1, 2, 5, 6. Line you, line here.
All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on 1, 980 on 2. 475 on 5. 972 on 6. It's over 9 for 2. It's 1 to 1.
All right, gunfighters, here we go. Line is ready.
Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. $930 on 1 beats the $986 on 2. Nothing 5 and 6.
All right, gunfighters, here we go. Line is ready.
Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And on the next part, out lane 2. With a 10-10. Got the win. Did I read? And we have nothing down here on 5 and 6.
All right. 5 and 6. This line is for you. Line is ready.
All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Five, 971 on 2. 1 to 2.
Stay there. All right, 5 and 6. Big line, line red.
Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. 468 on 5, 973 on 6, and now tied 2-2. All right, down to shot 6. This is number 7.
All right, jump fighters, here we go. Line red.
Here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters. 5, 959 on 6. Right and run. Diamondback. All right. You just got it. Just turn around and hand judge for it, please.
All right, hands off, good.
I need 5 volunteer hand judges. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 by round. I should have Mason Dixon on 1. Outlaw Mike on 2.
Hope you did it right.
Little Smokey on 3. Crazy May on 4. J.P. Derringer on 5.
Hey, you guys gonna make her clean all 6 targets?
I need 1 more.
Like it's too hot. I'm not rolling all 6 of these things. Hobby.
Cage got it. So, hang out. Hang on, tell you. Okay, there's nobody on 6. Nobody on 6.
Ah, Clinton McRae.
Load make ready, has begun.
Try to start chasing it a little bit. 4 big mats, not the time. Yeah. No, just try to find a rhythm. I'll burn that son of a bitch when she gets her. All right, everybody, here we go. Line ready.
All right, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Okay, I've got 6, 20, 22 on 1, nothing on 2. Nothing 3. 10, 27 on 4, nothing on 5. That means the 10, 27, and Crazy May wins the battle. Hold on. Got a hit with no time. So, hand judges, who counting first?
Here's what we're gonna do. Both you can, or you can stand on your time. Stand on your time. Stand on your time. All right. We're going fire 1 round. Lane 3.
All right.